So in this class, I'm going to explain you about angle modulation. Okay, so third unit, angle modulation. In first two units, we discussed about amplitude modulation. So we have different types of amplitude modulations. So depending on the power saving concept, and we have different methods to generate the amplitude modulated wave, and also we have different detection methods to detect the original information from the modulated signal. So in this session, I'm going to discuss you about angle modulation. So how can we define this angle modulation? Here, the angle of the carrier wave is varied with respect to instantaneous amplitude value of the message signal. So here the angle of the carrier signal will be varied in accordance with the instantaneous value of the amplitude of the modulating signal or message signal. Okay, so here only the angle will be varied means the angle of the carrier will be varied. That means here the amplitude will be remains constant. Here the amplitude will be remains constant. So how can we represent the carrier signal mathematically? So here we can represent C of t, which consists of frequency and the phase angle, some phase angle theta. So what we call it as total angle of the carrier. So మనం ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నాము, carrier frequency తీసుకుంటున్నాము, along with that carrier frequency we have the some phase angle. So here the total angle of the carrier will be varied in accordance with the instantaneous amplitude of the message signal. So here the carrier signal, what we call it as also unmodulated carrier. So before the modulation, the carrier will be called as an unmodulated carrier. Unmodulated carrier. So here A is the amplitude of the carrier and omega C is the angular frequency of the carrier and theta naught is the some phase angle of the carrier. So here I am assuming phi is the total phase angle of the carrier. What we are assuming, phi is the total phase angle of the carrier. So you can write C of t is equal to A cos phi. You can write C of t is equal to A cos phi. So దీన్ని కాంప్లెక్స్ ఫంక్షన్ గా రాసాము. రాసినట్లయితే మనకి ఏంటి, A cos phi రావాలి అంటే e power j phi అంటే ఏంటి, cos phi plus j sin phi. It contains only the real part, imaginary part should be equal to 0. So you can write C of t is equal to A into e power j phi. So real of A into e power j phi. Why? Because here the imaginary part will be equal to 0. So that you can write like that. Okay. So here what is the total phase angle of the carrier is omega ct plus theta naught. Okay. For example, if we differentiate both sides with respect to t, if we differentiate, what we get here, we get the relation between the total phase angle and the carrier frequency. You will get the relation. Okay. So here the theta naught will be equal to 0. The theta naught will be equal to 0. So you can write the instantaneous angular frequency will be is equal to d phi by dt. Instantaneous angular frequency is equal to d phi by dt. So ఇది ఎందుకు derive చేస్తున్నాము అంటే from this you can get the relation between the instantaneous angular frequency and the phase angle. Okay, so frequency కి phase కి relation వస్తుంది. సో ఆ రిలేషన్ ని గెట్ చేయడానికి we can differentiate. Okay, so ఇది మొత్తం అనాలిసిస్ ఏం అవసరం లేదు. We know that the carrier signal representation C of t is equal to A cos of omega ct plus t naught. So here we are discussing about angle. So here angle will be divided into two types. One is frequency, one is phase. So angle modulation lo manaki two types unnayi. One is a frequency modulation and another one is the phase modulation. Okay, so how can we define a frequency modulation? Frequency modulation ante enti, the frequency of the carrier will be varied with respect to the instantaneous amplitude of the message signal. In the same way, the phase of the carrier will be varied with respect to instantaneous value of the modulating signal. What we can say, that is phase modulation. If the frequency of the carrier will be varied, what we can say, that is frequency modulation, right? So the total angle modulation, we can divide it into two types: phase modulation and frequency modulation. So if the frequency of the carrier will be varied, that is called frequency modulation, and the phase of the carrier will be varied, that is called phase modulation. Okay, so the totally we have angle modulation is two types. One is frequency and another one is phase. So what are the applications of angle modulation? So we can use it in radio broadcasting and satellite communications and microwave communications. So మనకి large frequencies ఎక్కడైతే ఉంటాయో communication system లో, so అక్కడ So here we have phase modulation. How can we define phase modulation? The phase angle of the carrier will be varied with respect to the instantaneous amplitude of the message signal. So that we call it as phase modulation. Right? In similar way, we can define the frequency modulation. But here the important point is, how can we write the generalized expressions for the phase modulation and frequency modulation? So here is the simple logic. So you have to remember that one. So you can easily write the generalized expressions for the frequency modulation and phase modulation. Okay. So a simple logic ఏంటి అనేది ఒకసారి చూద్దాము. మనం ఇప్పుడు జనరలైజ్డ్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ అంటే మనం ఏం రాయాలి? మాడ్యులేటెడ్ వేవ్ కి ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ రాయాలి. Okay, so before going to that, how can we defining the phase modulation? Here the phase angle of the carrier will be varied with respect to the phase angle of the carrier will be varied with respect to amplitude of the message signal, right? So here first you have to know the relation. So here phi I is the total phase angle. So the total phase angle we can represent it for the phase modulation is like this. ఏంటది? omega ct plus kp into x of t. Here kp is called the phase proportionality constant and x of t is the modulating signal and omega c is the carrier frequency. Omega c is the carrier frequency. Here the angle of the carrier will be varied with respect to the amplitude of the message signal. Right? So for phase modulation, you can write like this. For example, if it is frequency modulation, in similar way, you can write omega ct plus kf, that is called frequency proportionality constant, into x of t. Into x of t you can write. Okay, so see here, how can we are writing the generalized expression for the modulated wave? So modulation ante enti, manaki ikkada carrier మాత్రమే modulate అవుతుంది. Okay, but carrier lo ఏ characteristic change అవుతుంది? It may be either frequency or phase. So you can write the totally the phase angle, total phase angle I'm writing here phi I, instantaneous phase angle. Okay, so instead of this one you can write directly this one. Okay, so this is the standard expression for the phase modulated wave. Okay, so this is the modulated signal, that is called phase modulated wave. So here the instantaneous angle will be varied with respect to this one. So here phi I is the omega ct plus kp into x of t. kp into x of t. So adi manaki vache phase modulation ki general expression. సో ఇక్కడ మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయొచ్చు, మనకి ఫేజ్ మాడ్యులేటెడ్ వేవ్ యొక్క జనరల్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్. ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ phi I, what we are substituting? Omega ct plus kp into x of t. kp is called the phase proportionality constant and x of t is the modulating signal. Omega c is the carrier frequency and a is the amplitude of the carrier. Okay, so ఇది generalized expression for the phase modulated wave. ఓకే, సో ఈ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ మీరు గుర్తుంచుకోవాలి. అలానే ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీకి ఎలా రాస్తాము? సో ఫర్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఆల్సో సేమ్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్. వాట్ వీఆర్ రైటింగ్? ఎస్ ఆఫ్ టీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఏ ఇంటూ కాస్ phi I. A into cos phi I. So here that phi I will be changed. How can we write phi I is equal to omega ct plus kf into x of t? Okay, so ఇక్కడ మీరు చూడండి ఏం రాయొచ్చు phi I అంటే ఇక్కడ ఒమేగా సిటీ ప్లస్ కేఎఫ్ ఇంటూ ఎక్స్ ఆఫ్ టీ. ఇక్కడ చూడండి ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ అంటున్నాం కాబట్టి టోటల్ ఫేజ్ యాంగిల్ అనేది వ్యారీ అవ్వదు, ఓన్లీ ద ఇన్స్టంటేనియస్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ విల్ బి వ్యారీడ్. Okay, so omega I is equal to, you can write omega c plus kf into x of t. Omega c is the carrier frequency, kf is the frequency sensitivity or frequency proportionality constant, and x of t is the modulating signal. So you can understand the difference between the phase and frequency. Okay, in frequency, the instantaneous frequency will be varied. In phase, phi I will be varied. Okay, so here you have to write the generalized expression for the frequency modulated wave. So first you have to get the relation between the omega I and phase angle. So మనం ఆల్రెడీ ఫస్ట్ డిరైవ్ చేసాము. ఏమొచ్చింది మనకి d phi by dt is equal to what you will get here, omega you will get. సో స్టార్టింగ్ లో మనం చెప్పుకున్నాం కదా d phi by dt ఈక్వల్ టు ఏమొచ్చింది మనకి ఒమేగా వచ్చింది. సో జస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు పుట్ సబ్స్క్రిప్ట్ ఇన్ phi I, instantaneous value and ardham. So from this you can write phi I is equal to integral omega I into dt. Integral omega I into dt. So just you have to substitute this one. If you substitute this one instead of omega I, so you can write omega c into dt, integral omega c into dt split chesi rastunnamu, plus integral kf x of t into dt. Kf x of t into dt you can write. Okay, so after simplification ikkada manaki omega I into integral dt ante em vastundi manaki t ane vastundi. So here are the limits between 0 to t, and kf constant kabatti outside rayandi, and what will be integrated here, the modulating signal will be integrated with respect to t. So x of t into dt. Okay, so here you can write the generalized expression for the frequency modulated wave. So s of t is equal to a cos phi kada, a into cos, instead of phi I, what you have to write, this one you have to write phi I plus lane rayali omega c into t plus kf into integral x of t into dt. So that you have to write. So these two are the standard expressions for, so ikkada meer observe cheyochu what you will get here, this one. So omega ct plus kf integral x of t into dt. Okay, so this is the standard expression for the FM wave. And PM lo manaki integration undadu. So PM lo em untundi manaki a into cos of omega ct plus kp into x of t. Kp into x of t. Okay, so these two are the generalized expressions for the frequency modulated wave and phase modulated wave. So you have to remember these two standard expressions. So ఈ రెండిటి యొక్క స్టాండర్డ్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ అనేవి మనకి గుర్తుండాలి, PM కి అలానే frequency modulated wave కి. Okay, and here we have a parameter that is called frequency deviation. So how can we define the frequency deviation? Here we know that in FM, the frequency of the carrier will be varied with respect to the amplitude of the message signal. So that we, for example, if we have the highest frequency, highest amplitude, then you will get the lowest frequency term. If we have lowest frequency and lowest amplitude, you will get the highest frequency term. So here the carrier frequency will be varied around the omega c, around the omega c. Ante enti ikkada manaki For example, if we consider the center frequency is omega c, the carrier frequency will be varied in this range. మనకు అప్పర్ రేంజ్ ఉంటుంది, లోయర్ రేంజ్ ఉంటుంది. సో ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఈ సెంటర్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ నుంచి తీసుకొని దీన్ని ఏమంటాము, పాజిటివ్ డీవియేషన్ అంటాము. అండ్ ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసేదాన్ని ఏమంటాం మనం, నెగటివ్ డీవియేషన్ అంటాము. Okay, so the maximum change in instantaneous frequency from the average frequency. So average frequency nunchi the maximum change entaithe untundo, that will be call it as the frequency deviation. That we call it as a frequency deviation. Okay, so here the frequency deviation we can calculate. The maximum frequency deviation we can calculate by using the formula. So it is kf into x of t. So maximum antunam kabatti you have to apply the magnitude at the maximum value. Okay, so this is the formula for the maximum frequency deviation, that is equal to kf into x of t maximum. Okay, and here is the relationship between the phase modulation and the frequency modulation. So we know the generalized expressions for the phase modulated wave. So this is the generalized expression for the phase modulation, phase modulated wave, and this is the general expression for the frequency modulated wave. Okay, so here final conclusion enti ante, we can design, we can implement okay a phase modulator by using a frequency modulator, and in similar way a frequency modulator by using a phase modulator. Okay, so ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, మనము FM ని జనరేట్ చేయాలి అంటే PM యూజ్ చేసి జనరేట్ చేయొచ్చు. Okay, so we need a phase modulator. So FM signal ni generate cheyali ante, so before going to that, x of t will be integrated. So integrate chesi phase ki istunnamu and ikkada carrier istunnamu. So integrate chesi eppudaithe ee phase modulator ki istunnamu, that will produce the frequency modulated signal. And PM ni ganaka FM use chesi generate cheyali ante we need a differentiator. So differentiator and a frequency modulator. For this frequency modulator, we have two inputs. One is the differentiated x of t and another one is the carrier generator. You will get the phase modulated signal. You will get the phase modulated signal. Okay. So ivi manam ee two expressions nunchi we can obtain. So this one is the phase modulated wave యొక్క generalized expression, and this one is the frequency modulated wave generalized expression. And you have to remember these two generalized expressions, and also you have to remember this one also. We can obtain the FM signal by using phase modulator, and we can obtain the PM signal by using a frequency modulator. Okay, so in the next class మనము frequency FM modulation ki generation methods, detection methods గురించి డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. Okay.